With the news details, my name is Mapaloka Sama. The Southern Africa Migration Network Conference is nearing conclusion in Johannesburg, South Africa, where delegates from across the region have gathered to discuss key issues affecting migrants and refugees. Let's now cross over to Mirriam Gaamani for live updates on day 2 of the conference. Mirriam, well done firstly on the consistent updates. Tell us, how is the atmosphere on day 2 of the conference and what is expected as the conference closes later this afternoon?
Well, thank you so much, Mapaloka Sama, for having me. It is day 2 of the Southern Africa Migration Network Conference. A gathering that's bringing out pressing issues on migrants and refugees' rights right here in Johannesburg, South Africa, rights to do with migrants and refugees. And it is the second day. The conference is set to finish today. We'll be having breakout sessions, and later in the day, we'll be discussing on migration policy, human rights, and asylum seekers in Southern Africa. And right now, I will be speaking to some of the delegates who are just going to give us his perspective on what they're just getting from the conference. I am joined by the director of the Jesuit Justice and Ecology Network in Africa, Father Rampe Hautwa. How are you? I beg your pardon.
I know it's a difficult surname to pronounce.
Yes,
no problem.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Thanks. And how are you?
Thank you so much for talking with us.
It's a pleasure.
Yes, it is. Yesterday during your speech, you brought out an issue to do with Ubuntu. How can that be accomplished on the Southern African region in context with migration?
I think Ubuntu, it's one of our principles, our values that we grew up with as Africans, and it's something that it's very much in our cultures, and to help us understand that I am because you are, we depend on each other for our survival, irrespective of where we come from. So it's that value that we carry as Africans, making sure that our well-being, my well-being is dependent on your well-being. So if you are not well, I cannot say I am well. So we need to work together to make sure that as children of God, we are taking care of each other. So Ubuntu is that value, way of life that says, I am only well if you are well. And when we had during the time of apartheid, me, I'm a South African. During the time of apartheid, the frontline state, they practiced that Ubuntu by welcoming our brothers and sisters who were running away from the repressive apartheid system here in South Africa. And that was part of Ubuntu. And we need to remind ourselves and to teach our younger generation, the Gen Zs and all that Ubuntu, it's part of our value. It's irrespective of the challenges that we face as human beings, be it economic, political, social, but we still need to take care of each other. And that's really Ubuntu, making sure that my sister, my brother is well. And in that way, I'm also well, because I'll be happy, I'll live in peace when somebody else is well. So I think that's what I was trying to say. And, to try and move away from this exclusive way of doing things and saying, okay, I am from this side of the fence and you are from that side of the fence, and so you are not a fully human being. We are all human beings, we are all children of God. So fences do not determine who we are. The borders were created, like I said in my intervention, the borders are human created. And so we need to go beyond that, transcend that perception of saying, okay, I can only recognize you if you have something, or if you come from this side of the fence. And no, we are all people, we are all Bantu, we are all Batu in Sesotho, and we need to take care of each other. And basically that's what I was saying, that we need that principle of solidarity, of common good, well-being for all of us. It's important. So that's basically what I was trying to say, that we need to take care of each other, and irrespective of where we come from, citizenship or race, background, economic background, or political background, it doesn't matter. So that was my point really when I was talking about Ubuntu.
Thank you so much, Father Rampe.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Good. Thank you. God bless.
Sure. I can now report to you, Mapaloka Sama, that the issue of women inclusion has been something that has been critically discussed here at the conference. And I will be sitting down with one of the participants, one of the delegates, Mrs. Tolu George, who's just a member of the women movement right here in South Africa. Mrs. Tolu, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Thank you for sitting down and having this conversation with me.
Yes, it is a privilege and a pleasure to do that.
Of course. What do you think are some practical measures that can be put to make sure that women inclusion is involved in shaping migrants' governance policies?
I think one of the most important things that we can do is to collaborate, which has been the running theme in this conference. The importance of collaboration, because we can't really influence the policies. We can't make any input in the policies if we are not seated in the rooms where the policies are being made, and we can't access the rooms where those policies are being made on our own. So we have to build broad partnerships with a huge plurifera of different organizations, government organizations, civil society organizations, diplomatic community, traditional community, so that they can give us access into the rooms where our voices are heard, our concerns are raised at those spaces, and then we can begin to influence the policies that affect us the most.
Thank you so much for having this conversation with me.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity to talk with you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So there you have it. The conference is set to come to a close today, and we'll still be bringing you more updates on the recommendations and discussions that will be made during the afternoon session. Right now, they're just going into breakout sessions, and they'll be giving their reports just after that. So stay tuned to our Facebook page, ICU TV and ICU TV News, as I will be bringing you daily updates. Thank you, Mapalo Kasama. Back to you.
Well, that was our reporter Mirriam Gaamani, who is currently at the SAMIN conference, just giving us a live update on what is currently happening in South Africa. Moving on to